Here are my feeders. Basically same concept, same kind of Rubbermaid. It's a little different. I bought a different one, and it's also shorter, so I don't stack the egg crates up, as you know, but definitely want the latches. I put 2 screens in this one. I don't have any heat on this one. There's really no need for it, since I'm not breeding them. But they do have babies every once in a while, so same concept, same food. I got these at Taco Bell. So if you go to Taco Bell, just grab like 20-30 of them when they're not looking, I guess. You got free egg cartons. But in here, basically all my miscellaneous sizes. I'm gonna keep all different sizes, so this is what I feed all my different lizards. But see, there's a whole bunch of babies. I just cleaned this out, and there were no babies in here. So, yeah, they turn white. Here's a white one. That's when they molt. Don't worry, it's not an albino or anything. They just, when they molt, they turn white for, I don't know, a day. But they're real sensitive. They're not hardened up yet, so that's why they're white. Out of this, usually my bearded dragon, I feed the males. I want to keep my females. The females are worth money. The males, not so much. They're easy to get. It seems like I get a lot more males than females, but no big deal. There's another molted one. So yeah, and like I said, my bearded, he drinks or eats probably 4 or 5 a day, males. So I just feed them off the males because they're useless. Oh, also I use water crystals. So here's a whole bunch in a 2-liter bottle. Basically, you want to use water crystals. Oh, they're over here. Here they are. You can get this at Home Depot. I think it's like $8. So you use 6 teaspoons for every liter, or 2 liter. I put 6 teaspoons in that, and it fills it up. And there is so much in here. This will probably last me 2-3 years. Because I only use it for the roaches, so they don't drink that much. But you definitely got to use water crystals. If you use regular water, they'll drown in it and die. So don't do that. Here is my little baby ones. I just created this. Same concept, but it's a smaller Rubbermaid. And no heat. Just a little smaller of everything. But in here, there's a whole bunch of little babies. There's probably a few hundred in here. You can just see them all crawling at the bottom. Well, it's kind of dark in here. But again, same concept. You get the idea. I just I started separating them because eventually I'm going to start selling them. So, and the way if you're just going to use them for feeding, you don't need to separate them, but you can do it with the bucket method, drilling holes to separate the different sizes, but I'll get into that another time. So that's pretty much it. Again, if you're going to breed them, you definitely need heat, at least 100-degree spot. And like I said, I just use the cheap lamp and then one of those red heat lamps at PetSmart. They work fine. You got to kind of play with it, so depending on what kind of heat you're putting out, the bulb that you want to get. Another option that you can do, which I do, I think I have it on this one, is a dimmer switch, which comes in really handy. Here, it's a little lamp dimmer. Get those at Lowe's or Home Depot. I think they're $8, $9. Basically, you plug that in the wall, and you plug whatever appliance into that, and then you can adjust the heat with that. So that makes it really nice. If the bulb is too hot, put it on one of those, and then you can turn it down, etc. I actually use one of those for my bearded. So that is it for my roaches. I think I covered everything. Just basic Rubbermaids. They're like $7, $8. Cut a hole. You got to get some screening. That may cost you another $10. I don't know, because you don't need much, but you got to buy a big roll at Home Depot or Lowe's. And then the little egg cartons and some kind of food dishes. I clean them probably 2-3 months. When they have the babies, you want to leave the poop, they call it frass, in the bottom, because the babies actually eat that. so it's good to keep it in there. But when you do clean it, I usually put some back in there so that they have it and they can eat. So, and I feed them vegetables, fruits. Seems that oranges are the best for the breeders. I don't know, it must help them breed better, but it's a good thing to use oranges as a supplement. But I usually just throw some lettuce, and then like I said, I use the grains, chicken feed, cat food, whatever. Just grind it up if you can, smash it so it's small because they're not that big to eat. So I hope that helps. Thanks, bye.